You let me know, pal.
Check 1, 2. Hello?
Hello. Is this desktop audio working for you?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Video. Yep.
Okay. I'll probably just stream it for backup just in case, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna post it anywhere. Are you gonna do the Discord stream?
Oh, yes. 1 second. You see it?
No.
It says I'm live now on Discord.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's here.
Cool. How's my frame rate?
Perfect.
Yeah. Cool. Here we are. Big Brain Chargers versus Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Right now, on the blue side, we have the Big Brain Charges. Tree Boy with the Golden Hammer Reinhardt. Did playing support first. Andy on Reaper. Godzo not playing Genji on Soldier 76. And we have maximum rank on Moira.
On the red team, we have our Green Hills of Stranglethorn. We have Hachi on Moira, Demon of Heaven on Wrecking Ball, Skrockstar on May, James 44 KO on Ryan, Damon on McCree, and Sliced Bread on Break, who just received some nerfs.
Green Hills of Stranglethorn coming in hot with the Wrecking Ball. Demon of Heaven slams down, gets a lot of CC, but manages to roll out. And that's a reset. A May charge, May wall with a charge in. And just like a lot of brawling up in the heavens here, but Asia Nips and Tree Boy gets the first opening 2 pickoffs.
Turkey's Zarya is fully charged right now, just pumping up so much damage.
Yeah. The point is active, but no one really is going to even care about it until now. They're just going to team wipe all of the Green Hills and then cap the point now.
I mean, we all know that Control is just team deathmatch. The point doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's about killing your opponents.
Yes. Tree Boy gets a massive charge and a 180 shatter to knock everybody on the Green Hills down. And that looks like it's going to be another team wipe. Man, oh boy. I know Sliced Bread was the MVP of the Blizzard internal tournament, but he is really, really feeling the Brigade nerfs that happened today. And that's 30% and counting for the Big Brain Charges.
Yeah, I mean, they just look a little owned right now. Like they don't know what to do. The Tree Boy charge comes in, it gets stopped by the Brig, but the May gets taken out on the side of Green Hills.
Nice block from Tree Boy, but there is a Godzo with an attack visor on. Gets a lot of picks, and that's a quintuple kill for the side of Big Brain Charges. And Green Hills are now scratching their heads on trying to find a way to retake this point. Hachi does have Coalescence now, and Skrockstar does have Blizzard. We'll see if they're able to capitalize on that. Now they're going to go up from the bottom, realizing that trying to take high ground has not been successful. A Trooper with a cheeky charge. Big Brain.
Oh,
Damien.
the Shatter gets shut down by the displacement. Oh, the Damon 2K, and Green Hills back into this one with a few good ults.
Godzo is desperately trying to get out right now. He does manage to get out with his life. Green Hills of Stranglethorn are just beginning to build up a percentage. Ooh, Godzo almost gets the pick.
Slice spread
11 health.
to the. Ooh. Slice Bread probably not used to that 200 health Brig. See how he handles this. Oh, that
Cookie
beautiful
Tookie.
wall.
The grab comes out, but Cookie Tookie pays with his life. Good thing Godzo has been able to clean up with the kills. Asian Nips does have Blossom to cap the point if it needs to be. 90% for the big brain charges.
That was just a matter of ult economy. The Green Hills of Stranglethorn had to use everything to cap that point, and it just left them vulnerable.
Yeah, Asian Nips. He's teleporting. Gets the Brig. That's both supports down for the Green Hills of Stranglethorn, and this should be an easy point take for the big brain charges. Rockstar does get a turret kill, but I don't think Green Hills will touch, and the big brain charges will will take game number 1. Apparently, I am using my webcam mic, so I will need to switch my mics right now. 1 second. Sorry, it's been a while. Technical difficulties.
Ready for battle.
So what I'd like to see here out of Green Hills is just a little more cohesion. It seemed like they were kind of confused all map. They kind of all wasted ults in lost fights, and then at one point just used all their ults to win a fight, and were immediately flipped just by 1 or 2 ults from the other team.
Yeah.
So
It seems like the Green Hills of Stranglethorn has found some mild success with Symmetra, so it looks like they will be opting for Symmetra comp. Meanwhile, Damien has gone full Widow now. Let's see if he's able to get some pickoffs. He manages to get a hit, but not the head of Anna. Meanwhile, the brawl is happening on point, and it seems like it's going to be an all-out brawl out.
Damon Widow gets slowed, but is able to back out of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, what a pickoff from Damien onto the... Oh, a double kill from Damien on the Widowmaker. Big Brain Charge is trying to hold on, but it looks like the Symmetra Widow DPS duo has been able to cap point number 1 of the hill first for the Big Brain Charges.
did that all without even being healed.
Yeah. No healing, no problem. Cookie Tookie is now going to switch to Winston to deal with Damien's Widow.
Look at Damien's Widow. Hit F11. Look at this beautiful spot. You have no idea.
Yeah. Ooh, almost got the head of Asian Nips. Cookie Tookie finds him. Damien's probably screaming for heals right now. Heal me, please. Heal me, please. Oh, he does not get healed.
This is the first grapple. Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's still possible. Now
Yeah.
with that charge, looks like there's just going to be another quick.
Scrockstar dies, and this should be an easy point retake for the Big Brain Charges.
Huh. I don't know about that coalescence from maximum rank. I think that's not what you really wanted to save.
Yeah. Might have been a zoning ult. Meanwhile, we'll see if Tree Boy will get a massive shatter. True to his namesake, he's hoping also for a Big Brain Charge right now. Cookie Tookie is now contesting the high ground, realizes there's a Symmetra there. But Tree Boy's waiting patiently to see when the most efficient time to use his shatter is. But that is a fully charged Symmetra barreling down the front lines. Window comes out. Shatter comes out from James, but he does get avoided. Big Brain Charge. That's a double charge kill from Tree Boy. A triple kill from Tree Boy. A quadra kill from Tree Boy, and that's probably play of the game. This guy is a monster. Mine's no problem. Still 1,300 health on his shield. I don't know how many kills he got that, but that's probably play of the game. Damien still peppering away at somebody. Probably trying to get the Anna, but we all know that Did is way too smart to get that. But Damien will get dived, and he will die.
Just when you think they're out, he pulls them back in. Tree Boy looking absolutely incredible in this round. Almost single-handedly won them the first point, and right there saved what looked to be an impossible fight.
Scrockstar now with a golden gun. Farah hoping to switch things up, but I don't know without a Mercy pocket if how effective he will be. Shatter comes out from Tree Boy, and that's another team kill for
Make a touch.
yeah,
I think that's
Big Brain Charges, yeah.
the way it goes.
97, 98, 99, zoning, nano visor from Godzo, and that is map number 1 of Busan going to the way of Big Brain Chargers. Let's see the play of the game. I'm gonna guess it's the Tree Boy 6K on a 5K. I don't know. He probably aced the team.
My only question is which Tree Boy play it.
Yeah. Oh, the jumping Shatter. No. Half health. He don't give a F. Charges in. Kills 2. Swing away, young fella. Tree Boy becoming Tree Man. Quadra kill. He kills the ball shortly after that. That's a pentakill. 10 charge kills, 30 eliminations for Tree Boy. Who do you think the MVP of this Busan map is?
I mean, if you just look all the way left on the cards, I think that tells you everything. That's actually a really great play of the game from a Tree Boy. Not getting boomed by your shatter missing. You know, lots of people can get tilted. Your shatter gets canceled. You just press shift, go back into the fight, and get a 4K and win.
Yeah. One of the most like demoralizing things is for sure getting your shatter interrupted, but the fact that he still had the mental fortitude to press that shift button right after he gets his shatter interrupted and manages to commit to the 4 kill at the 5 kill right shortly after that is just major props to Mr. Tree Boy right there. Right
Listen,
now.
all I gotta say is, if that was me, I would my hands would be on the keyboard, typing, complaining about my team, complaining about the enemy team. But the fact that he stood in there and won the fight, which I mean, really did look impossible. Was that like a 4v6 at that point, possibly a 3v6? Like that's just
Yeah.
it's a little nuts.
Yeah, I would have typed /FF if this was a competing game company's game, but we won't talk. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no. This is off company time, so yeah, Rito, please.
We talk about that. Yeah, surrender at 20, FF15.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's FF15 now.
Report whoever.
Yeah.
You know, report my whole team. But if you're Green Hills and you look at that game, you know, what do you think your points of improvement are? Because from what I saw, at the end of point 1, Demon of Heaven, which I believe is Michael Berger, he swapped from that wrecking ball, which seemed to just be a alt charge for the enemy team. He swapped onto the Zarya and they were able to flip. I thought that was a good swap. But then going on to the second point, he goes right back to that wrecking ball, which I really don't think was able to get much done.
I think the key word here is flexibility, and it does seem that the Big Brain Charges does have a little bit more flexibility in their hero pools. Like Cookie Tookie immediately recognized that the threat was Widow, and he immediately switched to Winston, which it seems that he has been practicing a lot in his off time. Mr. Demon of Heaven might not have as much practice on Zarya yet, so he opted to switch to the one and true love of his life, Hammond Wrecking Ball. But it seemed by the second point, and the Big Brain Chargers got used to his rolling rhythms and was able to avoid the ball for the most part, or like played spread out enough so that his power driver wasn't able to get as much value.
Interesting. I also would like to point out Damien had some great picks early on into that map. But they had a really quick swap onto the Winston that just shut him down. And Damien also wasn't able to adjust and make that Widow successful once he was countered. You think possibly going into the future games, Green Hills might want to look at different comps. What do you think?
I would say for Widow, and especially with maps that have like high ground, they need to have someone be able to like heal them. Especially if like Damien's starting to like show up on the kill feed, like they really need someone to like pocket him, because he has not fully yet mastered the grapple hook, so he doesn't know how to Spider-Man his way around the map 100% just yet. So he needs healing, otherwise like he won't be able to stay alive if everyone starts like diving him.
Uh, Looks like we're having some technical difficulties, folks. Not on our end,
yeah.
but on the end of the competitors.
Yes.
Um,
Someone is adding at me. Cookie Tookie says my name. How do you pick which side? Yes. Swap teams. Red
they
is attack.
figured it out.
One of these days, I will need to learn how to operate this spectator mode on this custom game lobby, but it will not be today. Forgive me, guys.
Yeah, see, with friends like I have, I just make them do everything I don't know how to do, so I don't ever have to learn to do anything. So probably never going to learn how to change it.
BBC, British Broadcast Company. It seems like, speaking of Britain, we are going to King's Row for second map. Everyone's the most popular of hybrid maps, I would say.
Yeah, in yesterday's game, where me and Forrest were competitors, Kings Row was the immediate hybrid map pick, which I really do think, being in the game since it launched, I believe this is a beta map. It's a favorite for a lot of people in the community.
Yes. Let's see who's going to be on attack first. Here we are in the attack room. It will be the Big Brain Charges. Oh boy, did on Lucio, Lego Man JJ on Brig, Cookie Tookie now on, it's going back to Zarya. Zarya Winston, Tree Boy not playing Reinhardt, but what I'm most excited to see is going to be Mr. Godzo on the Genji. Fully golden now. And now on the blue side, the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Vinny, you want to do the announcements for these?
I'd love to. We have Hachi on Mercy, Demon of Heaven on Ryan, Skrockstar on Zarya, James on Farah, Damon on his trusty Widow, and Sliced Bread slipping away from the Brig, going on Moira. And what I'm really excited to hear is not just the Farah Mercy, but I think Mercy is so good on hybrid maps. The res, you can get so much value out of it because of the long respawns.
Let's see, Damien's trying to find some opening picks. He gets fully dived. They were fully prepared for Damien's Widow this time.
Oh, the front line was just evaporated. Yeah. Oh no.
Here we go. Gazo challenging the Farah. One more hit.
That was a beautiful... something I'd like to point out there is the fight was already won for Red Team, for Big Brain Charges. Fight was already won. Nonetheless, Cookie Turkey with a great Zarya bubble onto his teammate, Lego Man JJ, to save him from that Ryan charge.
Yeah.
That's something you see a lot of people just get sloppy when they're winning a fight, but that's it's real discipline. Love to see it.
Yeah. Did is not playing Ana, surprisingly. He's usually a solid Ana player, but I think they're opting for a more speed Lucio comp now. Ooh, Skrockstar with a pick-off onto Gazo. I think Gazo was on the wrong side of Britain during that time.
Our Tree Boy's pushed up so far onto Damien. Damien gets bubbled and goes down. I don't know if they have the DPS to deal with this Winston, though. He's just uncontested behind the team. Right now he's not doing anything.
Yeah. Skrockstar is surrounded by red, but this aggression is just going full in. But great coalescence from Sliced Bread to keep his team alive. And this is just a really, really brawly fight right now. Shatter comes out from Demon of Heaven. Is able to take out Did. That will be no beat for them. Damien, nice pick off. And that should be a reset for the Big Brain Charges.
This is such a pivotal spot to hold. I feel like once the payload gets past this corner, the attacking team just has so much of an advantage. But being able to hold them right here could be pretty massive. Yeah. And the ultimates looking really scared.
Yeah. There's about to be 6 ultimates online for the Big Brain Chargers. Godzo is about to have Blade. He will not have a nano boost to accompany it, but he might not need it with all the ultimates there.
But no hit scan. No hit scan to counter this Farah. You know, I'd really like to see, even with all the ults they have, this Farah, I feel like, is the key to the fight here.
Tree Boy unleashes the Primal Rage, manages to take out Hachi's Mercy. And great ult economy, only using 2 ults to get a team wipe. That was great ult usage from the big brain charges.
Also, getting an ult out of their enemies. The Widow site is down. Though they do retain. Oh, swap to Ashe. I actually like that a lot. I think the AoE damage is very useful in this map.
Yeah. Great positioning from the big brain charges, going all the way to second point, while we have one person on cart pushing the payload. Here we are. Grab comes out.
Grab.
Oh, what a beautiful grab barrage. Asian Nips comes out with a counter blossom, but the shatter from Demon of Heaven will ensure that the payload gets stops here.
You know, I think everybody just press Q on both sides. You know, normally I feel like this is a pretty big reset. While yes, blue team does retain the Mercy ult, I feel like we're pretty much even on ult economy here. And again, a stop in another great spot for blue team.
Yeah, Hachi does have Valkyrie now, so they do have the advantage, but the momentum has all but stopped for the big brain charges as they try to get their bearings. Demon of Heaven with a big brain charge of himself onto Godzo. Treeboy comes back with a flanking charge, does get the fire kill strike onto Demon of Heaven, but he will get punished in this alley. Hachi with a res on Demon of Heaven, and they're just trying to brawl out in this alleyway. Did tries the back cap. Oh, so that was the strategy. They were trying to fight in the alleyway while Did tries the back cap, but good eyes from James 4KO to sniff out the Did back cap. Now Damien has 50% onto Bob.
This is looking like a different team. You know, they got rolled in the first fight, but you know, since then, it really feels like they started clicking. That the team play has just improved, you know, 100-fold.
Hachi still hasn't used her Valkyrie yet, but she doesn't need to just because the team's coordination has just been so good at taking off angles, taking smart fights. But Demon of Heaven's shield is about to break now.
Look at how far up they're holding past the payload, and they just have so much room to fall back and heal up here. Yeah. I think this is a really smart, really smart hold. Yeah. And the Pharah, just the constant Pharah damage.
Yeah. Godzo's probably trying to look for an angle on that Pharah, but is unable to find any.
Three-man shatter.
Oh, shoot. 2 down, 3 down for Green Hills. Godzo realizing that the shields is backed up, so he will have a clean visor to make sure that the big brain charges will get point B on King's Row.
Point B is taken, but if you consider how this game started, I think I'd be pretty disappointed if I was big brain charges. They were held for a very long time. Now only 2 minutes to get to the final point.
But yes, big brain charges does need to find an answer for this fire. James has just been doing so much work. We have 5 ultimates online. James 4KO gets 1 kill. A grab comes out, and ooh, that was a big brain grab, and that should be a reset for the big brain charges.
Again, great ultimate economy. You use the grab, use the coalescence, which are 2 ults that tend to synergize very well to get through the Rhine shield. And you know what? You don't use more. Now you have the Bob, you have the Shatter approaching Valkyrie again. At minute 30, you know, if you take into account these ults, I don't see them capping.
Yeah. Tree Boy is trying to look for a flank here. Will they be able to sniff him out? Yes, they do. Tree Boy gets down to 150 health. Great bubble from Cookie Tookie to save his butt. But the Green Hills has a healthier shield right now. And the Shatter comes out. That's a 5-man Shatter. And that's just going to send him straight back to spawn. 1 minute left remaining for the big brain charges to cap the final point.
Such disrespect, pushing all the way to the spawn. You love to see it. And now we're at the point where, you know, mathematically, I don't think they're finishing with time left. Still the possibility of winning 2 more fights.
Grab comes out from Cookie Tookie. Godzo does take out the Pharah. Ooh, nice visor. Nano visor comes out from Godzo. But that's 30 seconds to push the payload to the final point. We have Barrage and Almost Grab coming up for the Big Brain charges. Demon of Heaven back on his trusty ball.
I think this is actually a great swap here because really all you need to do is burn the time.
Yeah.
You get one. You essentially get one kill and you're able to hold.
That's a good shutdown. Shatter comes out from Tree Boy.
Oh, a beautiful bob to just deny any kills from the Shatter. And
James for KO falls really low, but he does live. Damon, nice pick off. Here comes a Barrage, kills Tree Boy, but he does get taken out by Godzo. Skrokstar, purpled, will get taken out. Damien and Demon of Heaven 2v5 on point. How long can they hold? Demon of Heaven trying not to stagger, just trying to stall for as much time as possible. Hopefully Asian Nips can find a trap. The trap comes out. He survives for just a bit longer, but Godzo does take him out.
The spawns are coming in for Big Brain charges now. They're almost to full 6 again.
Yeah. Grab comes out, gets
grab
2, 3. Skrokstar's, he does fall in the end, and Big Brain charge is probably going to take this final point. Oh, nice leap from Did to make sure that ball cannot contest anymore. And
it's actually an amazing final push from Big Brain charges. You know, after it looks like they couldn't find an answer for the Pharah, they couldn't find an answer for the Reinhardt aggression on the opposing team. They pulled together when they have no other option to, you know, get into overtime and just win 2 or 3 team fights and take it to the end.
Super clutch from Godzo. I will say Godzo on Soldier has managed to find a mild solution to the Pharah, but I would much rather see McCree if he's able to play one.
Yeah, that was an absolutely disgusting Shatter.
Maximum rank is currently sitting out for the Big Brain charges. So
it looks like he's sitting out permanently with that little adios.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know, I really do like the initial swaps in composition from the Green Hills team. We saw the Moira instead of the Brig, which recently received nerfs. I mean, the Moira looked very, very solid. And the Mercy, I mean, you just got so much value, so many clutch reses, so much healing output.
Here we are on the Green Hill side. We will see our first ever Diva in this tournament. Interesting, Ball Diva. Have not seen this comp in a while. They're able to get through the choke really quickly. Demon of Heaven just go straight up and contest
Godzo's stuck.
Yeah, he was able to get out just in time.
The Skrok Diva is so aggressive. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. They have to put so much resources into taking him out, and sure, he'll die, but just look at the positioning the rest of the team has.
But unfortunately, they're not able to get healing. Unfortunately, they ran out of the line of sight of their healers. So the Big Brain charges was able to respond in time and managed to pick them off before they could the tank could receive healing from their backline. So they will unfortunately not be able to get a tick. Green Hills.
The respawn is still coming in from the side of Big Brain charges. The Ana's not quite back, though he does have line of sight now.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see a much faster push.
Good response from Skrokstar to deal with the flanking Reaper there, making sure he doesn't run into the backline. That's almost a 1 tick for Green Hills' Stranglethorn. Adrian is playing very far ahead.
Demon of Heaven gets taken out way in the backline, but he's left his team. His team's completely exposed. He comes back with the Nano, though.
Oh, Tree Boy with the Shatter! The Shatter Blossom combo is able to take out 2.
You still have 2 members. You still have 2 members in the backline, though. The Moira is taken out.
Oh, Green Hills does get 1 tick. Shatter comes out, kills off Andy. Reaper.
Surely, I thought he would live with a fade.
Yeah.
I really like how Demon of Heaven is playing Wrecking Ball. Just this absolute Diva Wrecking Ball comp just seems like it's really confusing the side of Big Brain charges.
Yeah. Dang, the double Diva Wrecking Ball has caused so much havoc in the backline of the Big Brain charges that they were unable to support Chi Boy up in the front.
Oh, double visor here. Who's gonna win?
Oh, Damien wins the visor duel.
Damien with the 20/20 vision is able to take out the opposing visor. And I think that's from Godzo, who I think so far would have been my player of the match. That's a really big overextend, and maybe it wasted all.
Mines comes out. Pile drive too. Tire comes out from James for KO. Hopefully to find someone. Ooh, nice block from Tree Boy to negate the damage of the tire.
Scrockstar
the counter shatter and the purple.
Fire strike and the nade. Just pressing Q.
Hachi does manage to sleep the Tree Boy. We'll see if she's able to get out with her life, but she does not. That's a full reset for the Green Hills. But that was a monstrous shatter and monstrous nade from Tree Boy did. Dynamic duo. These two have been friends for a long time, and it seems like their friend-energy synergy is paying off.
Yeah, man, you really want to win that fight if you're Green Hills. You have so much momentum. You hear that the aggression doesn't stop though.
Yeah.
Oh, but he slept and naded. Demon of Heaven is able to get out with just enough health.
But they need a reset. Realizing the defense matrix is out, but that grab comes in. True Boy with
GG go next. GG go next if you're Green Hills there. You just
full reset.
A lot of ultis though, and the ultimate economy looking decent, and a swap onto the McCree. I do like to see, when something's not working.
Yeah.
You try to swap, and I really think, I think this next push could be the one.
Yeah. I will say, I would love to see a switch off from Wrecking Ball for the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. In these narrow corridors, the only place that he can power drive is in the corridor, and that is just a funnel for damage.
Coalescence comes out. Oh no! A nano onto the Junkrat. I don't think that was intended.
Alright, but the barrier does fall, and the Big Brain Charges are naked right now to all the DPS from the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Cookie Tucker does get nanoed, and he's able. Oh my gosh! Even with the opening picks from Green Hills, but Cookie Tucky and Asian Nips are able to essentially 2v6 the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. I know the supports are not getting recognized in that 2v6, but like hell, they kept those two heroes alive and just enough for them to ultimate and take back the point.
I think people really undervalue the Zarya in these long fights because by the end of it, she's going to be fully charged and she's going to pump out more damage than pretty much anybody on either team. So if you don't take care of that Zarya early, and you're just feeding her charge like that,
True Boy playing Minesweeper right now. He has low shields, but he's looking for a counter shatter. We'll see if he's able to pull the trigger. Great heals, able to keep True Boy alive, but Godzo does take out two. He's taking a health pack.
Rockstar pushing in. He's able to get a kill on the opposing Zarya. Right now, he gets slept and the charge just barely misses.
Yeah.
45 seconds left. I think
they need a full reset right now.
One more fight. Yeah, they need to get out.
Yeah.
They're only gonna have one fight left.
Yeah. Tree Boy might go for early shadow. Oh, Tree Boy looking for a charge, but he does get sliced down. That might have been a little bit over aggression from Tree Boy. Damien with a high noon. Oh, good bubble from Cookie Tucky to save the Moira.
That's an ultimate that's really hard to get a lot of value out of.
Damien is outside of shields right now. He's a little bit exposed, but he's managed to make out with his life. Oh no, that's two down.
On this Rockstar, it looks like this is curtains for Green Hills in this map. After such a promising start on defense and such a promising start on attack, it just seems like they ran out of steam.
Yeah. Ooh, and that will be King's Row going over to the Big Brain Charges. Underappreciated, but the healing from Did that game carried out the Big Brain Charges. Like there's so many fights where they were like down 1, down 2, sometimes even down 3, but his nanos and his sleeps and his grenades were so on point to make sure that they were able to like come out with the fight. Look at that, almost 15k healing done by Did.
It's incredible. think those cards are really indicative of that game. In the first game we saw lots of Tree Boy, and that game I think did fantastic. But also, I'd like to call it Cookie Turkey Zarya. I think
Yes.
that second to last fight where he just stays alive for so long, ends up fully charged, and can turn a 2v4. That's exactly what they were able to do on map one, is turn those fights that initially looked so favored for Green Hills, but they can't close the fights out.
Yeah. Um, I will say, yeah, Cookie Turkey's been putting a lot of hours into his Zarya play recently. Not usually a Zarya player. He often opts for DPS or support, but recently his tank play, which is arguably his weakest role, has improved drastically. His Zarya has been um, so clutch in these last two games.
These are best of 5 matches,
Yes.
which is a difference from the most recent tournament we played. So possibly, maybe some confusion on either team about that, and that could affect your mindset going into
Yeah.
this final game. If you think you're used to losing those two and then you're done, this could seem like a free map for
Yeah.
Green Hills, and say, let's throw anything against the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, Green Hills probably thought that this was only best of three, so they thought they just lost the entire series. But now with the brand new news that this is a best of five, there might be new life and new hope into the lungs of Green Hills. Daflor,
Some
team captain, is now discussing with his team on what the next map is.
if that 1 minute is indicative of not team members going AFK, but is indicative of discussion on what the next map could be, I like that a lot. I think a lot of times when teams lose, they'll reflexively just pick whatever map without much thought, and maybe get a little tilted. But if they are discussing possible roster swaps, or possible comps for whatever map they'd like to play next, that could signal
Yeah.
that they're mentally still in a good place.
Their heart's still in it, because yeah, usually after a really heart crushing defeat, um, you can see everyone on the team just immediately like GG, said player
Yeah.
has left the game. Said player has left the game. But they're all still in it. Even their team captain, even their observers are still in the game. So this can very much be a reverse sweep for the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. But one thing I haven't seen too much yet is Godzo's infamous Genji. He has been feared amongst the competitive Overwatch scene for his Genji play, but I think he's pulling that he's still storing up energy to make sure that he's perfecting it. Doesn't want to give up his trump card yet. Just how your team kind of boomed us yesterday. You didn't switch to Genji until it was absolutely necessary, and maybe Godso was doing the same.
Oh, look at that! A Daflor is coming in for James 4KO, and they're going to Route 66. Not a hybrid map, but a payload map. And you know what Route 66 is? It's a great Widow map. And we have not seen a Widowmaker from the side of Big Brain Charges, but man, have we seen it from the side of Green Hills. So,
Tree Boy is most famous for his Reinhardt, but his second best hero arguably might be his Widow. My head has been clicked about 10,000 times in Widow 1v1 matches by Tree Boy.
half tree, half boy, half widow.
1.5 of 150%, amazing.
I mean, if you look at his performance in game one, he was about 1.5 of a teammate. So.
Yeah, I mean he was already sniping with his fire strikes. I mean, can you imagine what he's gonna do with a hit scan? Inhuman reactions, yes, Alamore. Absolutely inhuman reactions. Tree Boy's great grandfather his name is actually Hiko, who does not play Overwatch. He's out there in Valorant land right now. But we will see Big Brain Charge probably on defense first for Route 66.
You know, it's an interesting choice. They initially on their first map pick chose to defend first, which is more common. If you have the choice, you would choose to defend first. And after that doesn't work out, on their second map pick, they decide attack first, which, you know, on multiple levels. One, you mix something up when it's not working, but two, you know, for them to win, this is going to have to be reverse 3-0, and that means they're not going to be able to choose to attack on the next two, so they're going to end up most likely attacking first anyway.
Seems like Lego Man has been subbed out for maximum rank. Lego Man, who usually doesn't play Overwatch much, he's more opting for shooters like COD, but he has done an admirable job on his healing so far. Willing to relinquish his FPS background to be more of a support player for the Big Brain Charges. But he will get subbed out, and maximum rank seems to be back in. But yeah,
we see the team swap here, so I assume we're getting ready to go into this one. And man, I'm excited.
Yeah, hold on. Oops. Oh yeah, they're getting ready to change the team names. It seems. Double Green Hills.
Green Hills.
Hold on. Double Green Hills.
Both James. Oh yeah, WTF to James.
Yeah. Double James. The name's James. James Bond.
James.
James squared. James.
Kevin James, famous last man James.
King James. LeBron or
LeBron James. Yeah.
LeBron James.
I'd love to see, you know, somewhere down that lineage. I'd love to see a James.
Oh yes. LeBron James, my next journey, Overwatch. Ooh, yeah. Seems like we're getting ready to go.
Traveling to Route 66.
I've always wondered what the relationship, the backstory between Ash and McCree was back in the day. That's hopefully something we can see in the upcoming Overwatch 2.
Yeah, I've definitely written a lot of fanfics about Ash and McCree's backstory, so I'd really love to get some official literature that I could dive into.
Yeah. We saw glimpses of Asian Nips Bastion. I'm gonna see if people go full cancer on this comp. It seems like red team, Green Hills will be on attack. Whoa, Zenyatta, ta. Damien on Ash. You know, gotta go for home court advantage.
Not seeing the Widow initially, which is a little disappointing. Although I think ultimately Ash does bring, you know, a better ultimate, and just better area of effect damage.
Team captain Dafflor is now on Tracer, so we're gonna see how his Tracer fares out. Oh, the Overwatch League skin, nice. Interesting. Winston Rhine comp for the Big Brain Charges. This is a bit of an odd comp. A lot of spam damage.
Two main tanks. Yeah. Two main tanks. I'm going to keep my eye on Dafflor because he's the wild card here, right?
Yes.
We've seen the same 12 players for 2 maps in a row, and now now we have these 2 swaps, but it's on Green Hills to make a change. He spotted out really early and has to use his recall. But his team is getting some just free push.
Yeah.
It's a very, very passive initial hold.
There's a little bit of dive going on. The payload does get a lot of free space here, already around the bend. Slice Bread does get dived on, and that's 2 down on the side of Green Hills.
So you get the return kill from Damien's Ash, but just when you thought they could turn it, the fight falls apart. Tree Boy doing Tree Boy things,
Yeah.
swinging away, and Green Hills is falling back to swamp.
Yeah. I will say it's going to be very, very difficult for the tank line of the Green Hills of Stranglethorn to get a
my.
healing.
Look at that switch from Dafflor onto the Reaper.
Yeah.
Very good against both Reinhardt.
Ooh,
Oh, no!
He runs into a Junkrat grenade.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so hard not to be mentally boomed right there. You make your swap, you're ready to counter both tanks, and you just get stuck in.
Damien does get a
100 to 0.
flanking kill onto maximum rank as Moira, so they are down healer. Big Brain Charges is. And they're gonna continue diving in. Great Discord onto Treeboy, whose shield is his only saving grace at the moment. Primal comes out from Cookie Tookie. No, Skrokstar with the Primal Rage. Dafflor in the back line, but he gets taken out by Treeboy's Reinhardt.
Payload's moving.
Yeah. Coalescence comes out, but I don't know
You
with
got
the lack of a
6
Frank
ults.
line.
6 ults from the side of Big Brain Charges here. I don't see a world in which they lose this fight,
Yeah.
or maybe even the next one.
Yeah.
It's just clean up.
Yeah. Coalescence gets used from maximum rank. Only one ult needed to secure the point.
And Coalescence being the fastest trudging ult in the game will likely be up in the next 13 to 15 seconds. So
Yeah.
no problem here.
Demon of Heaven coming up on mines, trying to get the double tank on the high ground, but unfortunately they probably won't get much healing up there. That is a purple, but Asian Nips does take out Damien. Transcendence comes out from Slice Bread, able to keep his team up for just a little bit, but Hachi is already taken out, and the Asian Nips Tire will clean up. Double DPS ults used from the BBC, and it seems like they will stabilize.
You've got likely one, possibly 2 more fights here. But we're sneaking into the territory where we're having an ultimate advantage for Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Have Bob, which I think is a wonderful
Yeah,
ult.
Bob is definitely going to be X Factor here. But Damien needs to survive. He's playing a little bit forward right now. Skrokstar has already been taken out. And the big PP shatter from Treeboy, and he's coming through, and he's cutting swaths into the backline. Dafflor, the only one remaining alive, but he will get taken out by Asian Nips. And that is 20 seconds left for the Green Hills of Stranglethorn to touch the point. I do not know if they can mount an offense. Ball should be able to touch, but their healing might be a little bit late to the party.
Payload is approaching the point where you're almost going to have to win 2 fights.
Yeah. Green Hills goes through the underpass and is able to touch point. Mines comes out, but Treeboy has already taken out both supports on the side of Green Hills of Stranglethorn.
Great mines from Demon of Heaven.
Yeah. Damien does get
with a nice pick.
Ooh, the charge comes off.
Primal is just going crazy.
Yeah. Skrokstar, the only Green Hills on point, but he gets taken out by Cookie Tookie. Overtime taken away, and that should be a hold from the BBC. Oof, only just gotten past the gas station. Where did Bob go? Bob was on the high ground above the tunnels. Unfortunately, wasn't able to touch point. He got a lot of air during that during his charge in. It seems like the payload has not reset yet. Dead game? Question mark? Just kidding. Echo, hello, are you in there?
Echo is in there.
Echo.
Yeah, if you guys would have watched the cinematic, you would know that Bob is killed by McCree, but
Dismantled.
It's okay. We can repair him. We have the technology. Regardless, something that upset me there was just those really early picks. It felt like we never saw a true 6-on-6 because as soon as Green Hills was ready to group up, the Azanips Junkrat was just somewhere getting a pick.
Yeah, those. I swear, we gotta check Asian Nips if he has homing devices on his Junkrat nades, because those Junkrat nades somehow always manage to find their target, or the enemy team just seems to run into them.
Sliced Bread petting a kitty right now. I think that says a lot about how they feel, you know? I will not elaborate on that.
Well, we see Gazo here already opening the skirmishes up. 8% ready. There he goes. Genji with a 12 gauge shotgun. Tree Boy already taking out Hachi. One more, and that's 3 down on the side of Green Hills. He's just having his way with him. Gazo. Oh man, full dive. Skroxar stays alive for just a second, but the Genji will take him down. Gazo finally showing his true colors, his final form. Already 60% onto his ultimate. Reflecting that. Fire Strike. Oh, and booms the Demon of Heaven.
That kill, he's gonna have to swap to Wrecking Ball, I think, to even be able to get back to the point of detection time. The Daffleur May, that could wall off and get a pick, which could turn the tide here. But I mean, the payload's already so close to the victory box, and Sliced Bread Brig goes down.
Gazo, Genji Blade. Ooh, he gets shattered, but the beat should be enough to save him. Cookie Tookie with a great dive, double kill. Maximum rank, spazzing out right now. Up, down, left, right. And that's the cheat code to get a 3-0 BBC 3-0s the Green Hills of Stranglethorn.
Damn. That,
Play of the game.
Oh, another Tree Boy play of the game.
let's see this.
Goes onto the high ground. Oh, I remember this. Purple, I don't care.
Beautiful catter.
A lot of discipline on Tree Boy. A lot of lower rank Reinhardt players, after they get a massive shatter, their temptation is to press shift and just charge in. But good on him for not wanting to do a big range charge and just continue swinging away at his hammer for maximum efficiency. But I will say the MVP for that map for me is Maximum Rank for staying on that payload while the rest of his team continues to advance forward. He's definitely got gold objective time there on the payload.
He gets subbed in and does work and shoots his laser in 360 different directions.
Yeah. And that should be it for this this game. The BBC has established, come out with a statement showing that they have a lot of flexibility on their heroes and a lot of map IQ. Green Hills will go back to the drawing board. They're playing with a new roster of sorts, just one person switching out from their original championship roster. So they will go back to the drawing board and probably review this VOD and see how they can improve on their next game. But Vinny, it's been awesome having you cast with me on this on day 2 of the Masked Mayhem.
I really enjoyed it, and this tournament seems like it's going to be very, very interesting. This is a result I didn't really expect, but I will be following both these teams very closely going into the following weeks.
Awesome. Until next time, this is Forrest and Vinny signing off. Bye-bye.